As viewers have followed Jack and Tori's journey, one thing has become increasingly clear. They are deeply committed to giving their children the most stable, healthy, and protected life possible. But fans have also picked up on subtle signs that the couple carries a quiet layer of concern, especially when it comes to planning for their child's future. On social media and in various episodes, Tori has spoken candidly about the emotional weight of raising a child with unique medical needs. She shared moments of vulnerability, late-night worries, and the pressure of wanting to make sure her child receives the best possible care. Jack, in his own way, has shown that he shares those concerns, even if he expresses them with a calmer, more grounded presence. Fans have noted how the couple often talks about long-term decisions, like schooling, independence, and support systems as their kids grow older. These aren't panic-filled conversations, but thoughtful, real parent worries that any family in their situation might face. For many viewers, it's these genuine moments that make Jack and Tori so relatable, so human, and so easy to root for. But while they're focused on doing what's best for their children, there's another factor quietly influencing their decisions, something much bigger and much more complicated: the ongoing uncertainty surrounding Roloff Farms. For years, Roloff Farms has been both a symbol of family unity and a source of tension. What was once seen as the heart of the Roloff legacy has, in recent seasons, become a point of disagreement, frustration, and emotional divide. And for Jack and Tori, those unresolved issues have increasingly shaped the choices they make for their growing family. Fans remember the moments when the couple openly questioned whether the farm was still part of their future. The dream that once seemed possible, raising their kids on the very land Matt Roloff built, suddenly felt distant and complicated. Negotiations didn't go as planned, emotions ran high, and the division between the older and younger generations became painfully clear. This uncertainty hasn't just changed their physical plans, it's affected their emotional landscape. Viewers have noticed how Tori's tone shifted when discussing the farm, expressing everything from disappointment to relief at stepping away. Meanwhile, Zach has shared his own struggles with feeling excluded from decisions that once felt like family traditions. With the farm's future still in flux, Jack and Tori have focused on something they can control: building a life separate from the chaos. It's one of the reasons fans believe the couple chose distance, both physically and emotionally, to create a healthier, more predictable environment for their children. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. As Jack and Tori open up about their journey, one theme becomes unmistakably clear. The future of their children is at the center of every decision they make. With the pressures of reality TV exposure, family disputes, and a fan base that dissects every move they make, the couple has become increasingly vocal about what truly matters to them: creating a peaceful, predictable, and emotionally secure world for their kids. Tori has frequently highlighted how overwhelming it can be to parent under a spotlight. She's talked about the emotional weight of raising children who will inevitably grow up hearing opinions, assumptions, and commentary from strangers. For her, the most important goal is giving her kids a life where they feel grounded, where the noise of the outside world doesn't shape who they are or how they see themselves. She wants clarity, stability, and structure, and she's been honest about how difficult that can be when the family's name is tied to a legacy that's constantly shifting. Jack echoes these sentiments. Whether he's addressing schooling decisions, their children's social experiences, or the possibility that their kids may feel pressure to fit into the Roloff family narrative, he's consistently focused on building a buffer, a shield, that protects them from unpredictability. Fans have noticed how intentional he's become about creating a world that is calm, consistent, and free from the farm-related conflict that has dominated family discussions for years. Together, Jack and Tori are approaching parenthood with an emphasis on open communication, emotional awareness, and long-term planning. They want their kids to feel secure, no matter what happens with the show, the farm, or the public speculation that follows their family. And as this section of their story unfolds, it becomes clear that their concerns aren't just about today. They're about crafting a future where their children grow up feeling supported, understood, and protected from the turmoil that has often surrounded the Roloff legacy. Tension surrounding Roloff Farms hasn't simply lingered. It has shaped nearly every major decision the extended family has made in recent years. What might look like a simple property dispute from the outside has, for Jack and Tori, become an ongoing source of emotional weight. Fans often point out that no matter how far the couple tries to step back, the farm keeps pulling them into the larger Roloff storyline, whether they want it to or not. At the heart of the issue lies one persistent question: what is the future of Roloff Farms, and who, if anyone, should take the responsibility of carrying it forward? Ownership debates, shifting expectations, and deeply rooted frustrations have all complicated the picture. Some family members believe the farm should stay in the family at all costs. Others see it as a legacy that's become more burden than blessing. And caught somewhere in the middle are Jack and Tori, who have openly struggled with the idea of raising their children around an environment filled with unresolved tension. For them, the hesitation isn't fueled by resentment, it's fueled by protection. They don't want their kids growing up with pressure to pick sides or inheriting conflicts they had no part in creating. The emotional history tied to the property runs deep, and fans have long noticed how much Jack and Tori seem to weigh these factors when imagining what the future could look like for their family. There's also the practical side. Stepping into farm life isn't just a nostalgic choice, it's a commitment that requires clarity, unity, and a shared long-term vision. And right now, those elements appear to be missing. So instead of anchoring their children to land that has become the center of so much division, Jack and Tori are choosing caution. They're choosing peace. And their distance from farm drama isn't a rejection of family tradition, it's an effort to break a cycle before their kids get caught in it. As these issues continue to shift and ripple through the family, their measured approach makes more sense with each passing year. For Jack and Tori, protecting their children's emotional well-being comes before legacy, land, or expectations, and that guiding principle may ultimately define the next chapter of their story. As Jack and Tori navigate these complex dynamics, they've become increasingly aware of how public attention magnifies every decision they make. What might be a normal family disagreement for most people becomes amplified under the spotlight, analyzed by viewers, and sometimes misunderstood. This awareness has pushed them to carve out a more intentional path, one where privacy and emotional safety take precedence over keeping up appearances or fulfilling outside expectations. For the couple, balancing family and future means constantly reassessing what environments, relationships, and responsibilities best support their children's development. They've shown a willingness to step back from situations that feel draining or unproductive, even if that means distancing themselves from long-standing traditions connected to Roloff Farms. To them, stability isn't just about physical space. It's about peace, predictability, and shielding their kids from avoidable stress. At the same time, Jack and Tori continue to honor their love for family, even when boundaries are necessary. They aim to preserve meaningful connections while reducing exposure to conflict, a balance that many fans admire. Their priority is nurturing a supportive, grounded home environment where their children can grow without feeling the weight of generational disagreements. Ultimately, this period represents a transitional chapter, not just for Jack and Tori, but for the wider Roloff family storyline. As the farm remains a symbol of both heritage and tension, the couple's choices signal a shift toward redefining what legacy truly means. For them, the future isn't about inheriting land or navigating old disputes. It's about building a life centered on unity, clarity, and the well-being of their kids. Jack and Tori's worries are grounded in one simple, universal priority: their child's future. Every choice they make, whether it's creating distance from ongoing farm conflict, reshaping family routines, or building a life that stands apart from the Roloff legacy, comes from that protective instinct. As viewers have watched their journey unfold, it's become clear that they're choosing stability over spotlight and emotional security over generational pressure. The uncertainty surrounding Roloff Farms, combined with long-standing family tension, has pushed them to redefine what home really means. And in doing so, they've shown fans a different side of independence, one rooted not in rebellion but in responsibility, love, and long-term vision. Whether the farm's future stabilizes or continues to shift, one thing is certain: Jack and Tori are committed to carving out a path that allows their child to grow up with peace, confidence, and a life not overshadowed by public drama or family disputes. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Roloff family's evolving story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time,